you doing, guys? This is Alex. I was making a video a couple times on this week, usually about coronavirus. We cannot walk with anybody. We have to be by self. So what I'm doing, I come to the park. You know, we have in Chicago, Black Wing. They call it. And then I come here, walking, do a little exercise, do some video, share myself with you guys. Because if everybody put their brain together and think is better than one person think. That's why most country, dictator country, when one person want to think about his country, the other democracy country, too many people thinking together, too many answering question and everything. That's why they find the right way, you know. But about dictator, he's only one and want to play chess. The while ago was different, but now democracy is very important. We want to see what country they have democracy, what country they don't have democracy, what country in the future they can have democracy, or what country they never can have democracy. Only one thing. They can do it and they can have democracy. They have to put Islam separate to their governments, which is Islam, it is governments. Like Mr. Sabeel Ahmed, he was saying when Muhammad was going to Medina, in that time when he go to Medina, so they, after a little bit, after 2 years, they denied him. They don't want him. Mr. Sabeel Ahmed, he said, as a government, what you can do? You're going to fight. You're going to kill. The reason when Muhammad came from Mecca, which is, I don't believe he was from Mecca, he go to Medina, and his city, they don't want him. He went to the Hijrah. He go to the Medina. The reason he go there and he trusts their people because of the Ansar. Ansar, they was there as Jewish and Ansar. And Jewish always is rich, you know. Jewish people is always, they was success. And they have more money. So Ansar, when they hear about revolution of Muhammad, they said this is the best time, so we can get the power from the Jewish. That's why they invite Muhammad to come over there. He came to Medina, and then he against the Jewish, and he get the power. He come back to Mecca, which is, I want to call her Mecca, okay? Let's call her Mecca. When I see Mr. Sabeel Ahmed, I told him was the name of his Islam Muhammad City. So when he go back to Mecca without the shot, he get the power because they a lot. And then he died in 632. If his Quran is very important, why? Again, I ask. When some question, people they not answer it, we have to ask again, because those question is important question. Because all Islamic people, they think everything is on Quran. if it was important, again, Mr. Sabeel Ahmed, I want you to answer me. Why Rasulullah, he didn't tell Abu Bakr? Write it down for me. I cannot write. Why? Why when Rasulullah died, Abu Bakr, after 2 years, 634, he said, I want to make the Quran. And he bring all the Quran, and he make Quran, and he give it to Habs. And when Osman came, how many years? I was saying last time, I think 30, but I think it was 20 years. Yeah, I don't know, between 20 to 30 years, Quran never come out from Habse locker room, which is there is no locker room that time. So when Osman get the Quran, why he make the Quran? And the rest of all the Quran, he burn it. How come he burn rest of Quran? Is he better than Muhammad, or is he better than the people? They was love Muhammad, and they was write it down on stone, on a skin, on bones, you know. So they was more attention to Osman, which is he don't know what is the Quran. He bring all the Quran, which is this. If he's Khalifa, he's supposed to know better than all the people. But he bring all of them, and he chose whatever he like, and he burn rest of. And when he burn rest of, is not only this. When he make the Quran, he said to the Egypt, like, burn all the Qurans. Burn rest of the Qurans, and we have the new Quran, and all the books on Egypt. They was making it, the books, all of them. If it's not Kalam Allah, they burn it. It's taking like more than 40 days to burn all whatever people was writing down about life, about in that time the technology, about study, everything. So when I said Quran is making by Osman, so think Muhammad died 632. And Osman between 650 he came. And when he made the Quran, and then he burned everything. And in that time, you know, they not burn only Egypt books. They went to the Persia before that. And then they burn all whatever we have it. We have it like was the kind of his great library. When Alexander King he took our library, we was in Tisiphon. You know, we have our library by self too. So they came and burned everything. They burn. You know what is the book? Book is the life. Book, if you how I know this history is all about historian people. You know, the people read and write in books. If you don't have your books, you have no history in your life. How you can know your history? They burn all the history. They just leave the Quran. And then the important question, so who make the Quran? If it's Rasulullah in that time, so he was 610, say I want to be prophet, you know? 610 to 632, he died, you know? So how come? Where is his Quran? It was in that time or was in Osman time? Mr. Sabeel Ahmed, please, I want you to answer me. I want you to answer me those questions, and then you make the people, invite them to the Islam. If you really know about this history, you should not be Muslim, or you should have to change your qibla, because that qibla is not that qibla you're talking about. That qibla is making by different Khalifa. Rasulullah, his city was in Becca. Becca, there is a tree, garden, water, everything. You can find most fruit over there, which is, they say, teen with zaytun. You have to, do not forget that. Teen with zaytun. It is not in Mecca. I want you to find me, Mr. Sabeel Ahmed, any archaeological record in Mecca right now for 1500 years ago. Any wall over there. This wall of Kaaba, from which stone it came from? Mecca, it doesn't have. And then if it's only this Kaaba, where is Muhammad house over there? If it's very important, anybody asking where's Abu Bakr, where's Muhammad houses? I believe if Rasulullah was there, probably his house was in Kaaba or close to the Kaaba, because he's Muhammad, Rasulullah. He's not other people. So, Mr. Sabeel Ahmed, please, I want you to answer me my questions. Show me any garden. I send a video. Probably said people, like, I know people, they want this answer, but if you're thinking like I send a video all same, yes, I send it with different, like, little bit like different design, but because I didn't get my answer, I need my answer. When you have a question, if you don't find the answer, you go for a second question, and you don't find the answer, what are you gonna do? You need this answer. We used to have King Cyrus in that time. King Cyrus, he gave to everybody freedom. That time, Jewish, anywhere they was going, they was getting by slave. Persia, Cyrus, he said no more slave. Before Islam coming, 250 or 300 years almost, all the war between Roman Empire and Persian Empire, it was like new world, like there was a switch, their technology together, their study together, they switch it, no more slave of Jewish, no more slave of color, skin. That time was new constitution. Cyrus was going country to country, and he asked his people, if you guys like your kings, if they like it, and they stay with the king. If they don't like it, they was put a new kings. The people like it, and the king have to listen to his people. And Persian built big empire, but not by the blood, by the peace, by the gift. If you guys go to Persia, you guys seen there like how the picture of the walls, like people walking and have a gift together, So life was good. We have a war with Roman Empire sometime, which is the last one was with Alexander the Great, which is he came and he get our library, the great library, which was for them before too, But they used to have a bad king, and he wanted to burn everything, and then we took it, and then Alexander the Great, he came there and he took the great library and he burned Takht Jamshid. He burned the castle, and he left. That's why Persian wasn't in that power too much. And Rome, same thing. And then in that time, They came Arab they came, they call it Muhajirun, they call it Sarasar. Wasn't Muslim. Muslims came after when they came to our countries. We was Muslim because we put the hands up. Islam, it means taslim in Arabic. Sallim nafsak in Arabic is mean like put your hands up. If you already put your hands up and you're in the jail, they call it imsallim nafse, is mean Muslim. So Islam is put your hands up. Muslim is mean you already in the jail and you already rest on the jail. So Islam is mean taslim, is mean put your hands up. Muslim is mean you already there. That's why Islam and Muslim is came into us when they came to Persia, okay, and we get Muslim, but they wasn't Muslim. It was a Sarasar, Muhajir. We used to call Rahabe, Ahriman, because they was really scary, and they have no heart, like just they was killing. They was very strong, but the time Roman Empire, Persian Empire, when they was on the war together, that's why we have not too much good soldier. The kings is messed up. They came on a good time for them and a bad time for us, and they break all this new democracy. They break all this rules and constitution between all the world was there, and they used to have a peace for 250 years. And Arab people, they was very strong, and they beat in Persian Empire. When Roman Empire they hear about it, they was making a joke on news like, what, Persian Empire? No, Persian. And they heard about it. But the reason about Persian Empire they get all now 100% is Muslim, because we used to have a Zartosht. Our religion was Zartosht, and half people there was Christian, you know. That's why Zartosht was more. But Roman Empire there was Christian, and Muhammad was talking, Isa is my brother, Musa is my brother. So that's why when they get there, they just get Palestine. This Palestine was for Jewish people. And then Muslim people by Khalid ibn Walid. He went there and he get there and they make a mosque over there. They just can't get this city. If they was going more all Christian, they was Muslim. But Muhammad, he was saying about, like, I believe there is their religion. But Zartosh wasn't in Muhammad's word. That's why I'm saying when they came, they're not coming for religion. They came get all the empire. They was big empire. After Persian Empire, there was Arab Empire. They was very big, but without any rules, without any government, without anything. They was tired. They was asking like, okay, we get the money, but we don't know how to run the city. We don't know how to run the governments. They was telling Christian Roman Empire. And they was asking Persian Empire, they was getting Muslim. So they both just was running, and they was the Arab Empire, they was only get the tax. That's all was power. It wasn't where's the Prophet? Do you see any Muhammad name here? No, wasn't. Why all the Khalifa after Muhammad, they one by each one they get killed? Even they was saying Muhammad, he was get killed. Because he just was getting to Mecca. To Mecca. And he died. With a 9 wife. The last one is 7 years old engaged and 9 years old married. The first one was older than him. And between 1 to 9, 7 more it is. But what about Christian? What about Jesus? Jesus came and say and die. Jesus came, bring the peace, and say about God, his Father. I call God Father. Why not? What is better than Father? I call God Father. I call God Mother. God, it is not thinking we think like it look like us. I was saying in my the other video, even pork or even dogs, even cats, even tiger, they see their God like themselves. Like when we see with a white beard, with a white clothes, nice place, like heaven is like here is heaven. I believe this is the war heaven. But you you see all this like the dog, cat, pork, they see their God like them, like nice and white and good place, good food. That's everybody asking because who's the God? But I know where is the God. I told you guys, God is this, God is this jungle, all the universe, all the ocean, all the river, all the garden, all the human, all the people like me, everybody like animals walking on it is this. God is universe, this circle. This is the God and we all walking on it. Like which is now I'm walking on it. I just walking on God. I just this water is God. God is air. God is everywhere. Air is everywhere. So what is better those give we give it to God? Air, his soul, and and the ground is him. Is the God, sorry. No him. No him. God. If you want to say him again, sorry, I say that so many times in other video too, because we just learn. Even the women say him, because power on the men. That's why. But we don't. We have to say her and him, or only God. So guys, so I want you guys, the Mr. Mason, please, I hope he see my video. Mr. Dawood, I hope you see my video. Those 3 imams, I hope you guys see my video. And I hope God, which is I work on it, he help me. You see I say he again. God help me to, Mr. Sabeel, answer my question and tell me the answers. I need from God to most people see my video and give me a like and subscribe, and even you guys don't like it, please give me a dislike. I just want to help people. Religion, if for religion, you guys know religion for who is important, because the people they don't find a God. The people, some people they thinking is like we can find a God on a religion. Why in a Christian they say only you have to believe Jesus died on a cross. That's it. But Islam, if you want to believe Islam, it's taking your time. If you have 24 hours, you have to leave 4 hours for your Allah. Allah is always on you. Allah is always watching you. How come my beautiful God wake me up in the morning in my beautiful dream. And he said, come, my slave, pray to me. How come? If one day, I have a question, if one day, Mr. Sabeel Ahmed, you work in an ambulance, and then you was a praying and they need ambulance, are you leaving your pray or you go to help the people? Or if you was a doctor and you was a praying and they was asking you, somebody, we need your help, somebody almost died. Are you leaving your prayer or are you leaving? Your religion and let you leave? I see one time people on a taxi, I used to work in taxi, my friend Muslim, they used to praying and rain is came and none of them is left. Some of them is praying so fast and left. Some of them, they want to show because they say we're already on rain, they stay more and more. Do you think God, if it was a rain, is going to tell you stay on my pray? No, God is loving us. God never say something. I say in my other video, if God was saying something, wasn't God. That's why everybody looking for God. What is the God? Who's the God? Which is, I know what is the God. That's the God. That's the bird, you see? This is part of God. I'm part of God. I am God, part of God. Everybody, all the animals, is part of, we all create God. If one of these animals or fish or tree, it doesn't exist, all the world is gonna, sorry I'm saying that, fucked up. So my video is almost done, guys. I want you, please give me a subscribe. Please, Mr. Sabeel, I want you to answer me. And I want you, if you believe whatever I said, I want you to turn you to my, not my religion, return you to Christian. So thank you. God bless you.